So, I mean, if you are, if you're living in a world that's so tragic to you that you need to escape, you will think yourself as being normal. Um, when I was sitting in the backseat of that car hating everybody else, I thought I was normal. And then I seen myself doing the same thing. And then I could see that I was not the normal. Um, I was participating in the insanity that I was hating. You kind of had to see yourself. You kind of have to see when this thing happens to you that you turn into everything that you hate. And so now it's kind of a lot easier not to hate everybody because I know that if I hate everybody in the planet, then that means I'm dealing with the mental illness, and the whole planet is going to be mentally ill soon. To know that your government systems or your economic, systems, the people in charge, to know that they don't give a shit about kids, because after all, if you lose your job, you lose your house, and you have a bunch of kids and you're on the street and you can't get any food, you know, logic only stems that, if there's some big house over there that has all the food, you're going to go there to survive and get your food, and then you're going to get labeled a criminal. Um, and if you get angry, you're going to be labeled mentally ill. But the guy with all of the food that's sitting amongst the whole planet that's hungry, which one is insane? Like, to think that you're not going to get attacked by having it all while nobody else has anything. Like, we're not really seeing what is sane and what isn't sane. And we're seeing so many channelers come up, and any channeler is just the brain's way of saying, I can't cope and deal in this world experience that I'm having. And then you get these voices that are giving you lots of really cool information, and at least it's a direction, so you grab onto it because it's saving you. It's the brain's being creative at saving yourself. So it'll come up with these, you know, it is an information field. If you're looking for how do I protect myself, I mean, depending on what direction you're actually asking your life to go into, it could be, save me, save me, save me. Something will come up and save you. You know, save you in what way? You know, so anyways, that's what I've seen is any path that I was going down in that thought process, like what river do I want my thoughts to go down? There's, endless rivers of thoughts my brain can go down. If I wanted to go down any one of those rivers of thoughts that has me hating everybody on the planet, every time I hate, I know that it's me. I'm doing the same thing. Because when you hate, you get angry. When you see something wrong, you get angry and you want to stop and change something. When you see your enemy getting angry, why is it you wouldn't see that your enemy is getting angry because you are doing something wrong to him and he just wants to stop it? People just don't get angry for no reason. Something has affected their lives to get angry enough to want to stop it. So now with all of this chaos happening and everybody's going to have some kind of very, very bad experience, you're going to go lose your mind because you're going to be angry, and then you're going to turn into everything that makes you angry. Your little tape recorders. It's we will record everything that we focus on. What we focus on is what our eyes are paying attention to, what our mouths are, what information we are trying to process, You know, what direction that we're focused on is going to be what's going to make up who you are. And if you're going to look at something as though there's got to be a fight involved, then every part of your process is going to be involved in a fight. And you won't get out of that loop of fighting. You will never ever see that whatever it is that you're fighting out there, you are the mirror image of what it is you hate, but you can't see yourself yet. You know, it's so hard to wrap your brain around and trying to find the words to comprehend what would make people try to understand this. But if you go into the direction of, okay, what's good about this? You know, for me, I knew I had to calm down because it took one smell. It took the slightest sensation, because my whole body, every single one of my cells, even the hairs on your body are like antennas to receive information that's out in the universe. And there's so much friggin' wrong in the friggin' world, especially within my experience and the people that I attract in my life, family. And when you're in poverty, guess what? You got to hang around with poverty too. These are very angry people. Something bad has happened to them, or they don't believe in themselves, or, you know, they've got some shit going on in their lives that has them here just the same as I'm here. We got reason to bitch, let's put it that way. And I knew these paths, and I had to calm down. I had to, okay, no, it's supposed to be a loving experience. Not everybody's bad. Everybody's misunderstanding things. I can understand why everything is going on the way it's going on, but how I interact in all of this, you know, it's how I survive on this is important. So that's why I kind of locked myself out of society. I basically stayed in an apartment and didn't come out for like 2 years. Um, just couldn't relate to society anymore. But at the same time, it was just really, really calm down. And I mean, this information that's coming from the universe, I would wake up at, it was like 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock in night terrors. I would wake up in total fear for my life at about 1 and 3 o'clock in the morning. So there's lots of things, more things that I'm not going to go through in this video, but the process of calming down, um, it's a huge thing. Like, and so to tell everybody that's going through this hell to just, hey, wake up and everything's going to be fine. It's like, no, you got shit you need to overcome, and it will take some time. Um, but it happens faster when your community changes. If you have support from other people, if you can relate with other people, healing is so much faster because you're influenced by the people around you. But the process basically for my healing is paying attention to where my brain was going at all times. And if it was always going down a memory or a thought or a feeling or an experience of something from the past that didn't feel too good, that was the time that I had to sort of question, okay, that was bad shit. I will do something, don't know what I'm going to do, but I will do something positive in my world that will make a difference. Need to calm down first. So that is more the processes. I had to figure out why all of this was going down, why my thoughts were going down all of these paths. I have all of these memories. Every one of these memories were, it was there for a purpose. You will calm down. You will know what to do. And focus on doing something positive, but you need to be calm and loving to be able to receive truthful information and not be part of the insanity. So that's where I'm at, is when I see people that are saying the aliens are coming and they're, you know, connected with the creator, um, and they're believing in aliens. I mean, the brain will go off into whatever imaginary place it needs to go to create whatever reality it wants to create. And for me, though, I can see the level of pain that is behind why somebody would have the need to even go around and do something like that. So, and for me to go and criticize people who are believing in aliens, then I'm like that person in the backseat of that car watching somebody um, be mentally ill and need help, and I drive by and do nothing. And it's a matter of, okay, what do? You have the right to believe what you want to believe in. I feel your pain and why you need to believe there's aliens. I mean, something bad is going on. And I mean, some of the shit that's going on, there are these rich, wealthy people that can break laws. It's a system that protects them. They can get away with doing anything to anybody and not report it on the news, not report anything. And, so you can get abducted, by alien experience. You can go through torture and you can have everything that experience like there's aliens, but that's the story these other um, mentally ill people are doing. With, they got a lot of money and they're playing some really, really sick games with their money. There's different levels of mental illness, and people with money have a different illness than people that don't have money, and they play different games. Their survival, their messages, the path of where they go down. And there's a reason I can get into that too, but they're playing their games. But the harm, and you gotta understand, something really bad has happened to them for them to go down the path that they're going into. You just can't comprehend of what bad happened to, these elite people to make them as hateful as they are. And there's a generation of torture, and there's more negative behaviors in the wealthy than there are within the poor, but we are mimicking them. They are putting this into our, experience. They create our economic systems. We go into poverty. We are the slave, experience. We are the ones that are experiencing the effects of their mental illness, and then we participate in the game. And that's all that needs to happen, is get yourself out of that mental illness. And the only way you know that you're not going to be mentally ill is when you are calm and loving and actually want to participate in solving some of the problems on the friggin' planet. If you're a positive new age, everything's perfect, and you have no will, wish, want, or desire to stop all of the hell on the planet, then you are mentally ill because you're choosing just to ignore the shit. So, it's what side of the fence do you want to be on? And I choose sanity, and I think sanity is, peaceful, calming, let's get to work. Really busy on this website. I'll post more on that later. Peace out.